Okay, we're going to open it up for questions for Rob. First question over here on the left.
Rob, you take over this job in June, not knowing what the future would hold. As you sit here and look back, what the last 4 months have been, how do you describe it?
Just incredible. You know, I don't know if there's any other word to describe it. These guys have overcome a lot of things, and one being a slow start with a lot of expectation, but they just kept going, and that's why I always talk about resiliency and how tough these guys are physically, mentally, emotionally. It's just such a great group to be around.
Okay, we're going to go over here on the right.
Rob, you've been in baseball a long time. To go from 22 and 29, taking over to where you are now, I know you said you can't describe it, but does anything come close? Like, how do you even see it right now? Are you even like thinking clearly?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, it's a tough question. But I just go back to in spring training when Dave went out and John and Sam went out and signed Schwarber and Castellanos and the bullpen pieces that we added. I just felt like coming out of spring training, we had a really good club, and we got off to a slow start and just kind of snowballed. But then they started to pick it up and never looked back. And I'm just so proud to be just a part of this group. I really am.
Okay, going to go way in the back on the right.
If you've answered this, I apologize. I just got in, Rob, but the journey that you embarked on when you took over the reins of this team in June and knowing where this club had been, and if I'm out of breath, excuse me.
That's all right.
Just to be here and now going to the World Series from that point forward, how special was this for you personally and professionally?
It's special personally, but there are so many guys in this club that have never been to even the playoffs. JT, all our young guys, all the guys that have been in this organization. It's just amazing, and so I'm so happy for them as well. I mean, I'm probably more happy for them than I am anybody else. So it's just an incredible feeling, and I'm happy, and we'll celebrate tonight, but we get back to work tomorrow.
Okay, right here in the front row. Wait for the mic, please. There you go. Here you go.
When you guys won a game in Houston and you said, with 13 more, is that something you believed was possible then? And the hit Segura got in St. Louis, did that sort of like start things in motion?
Yeah, I think so, and hey, you get in the playoffs, anything can happen. You get on a roll and you have a little bit of good fortune and some lucky bounces and things just kind of keep going and snowball in your favor. And I really thought that coming down the stretch, if we could get in, and I believe that we could get in, but once we got in, everybody would relax, because I think the biggest pressure on these guys was just getting in, because it's, there's been problems in September the last 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it's been, and they've been relaxed, they've been poised, they've played their best baseball during this stretch, and I'm really happy for them.
Today, Lift and Wheeler there, how tough was that? And then seeing what happened afterwards, making you wonder if, hey, was that the right move? And now you might have to go to San Diego and deal with all the stuff there.
Yeah, no, it was the right move in my mind. We were trying to stretch Wheels as much as we could, get as many outs as we could, so that Sir Anthony and Alvarado didn't have to take down as many outs. And once he gave up the base hit, we had Sir Anthony lined up for all the right-handers at the end of their lineup. But once he gave up the base hit, I said, well, we're going to go at Bell now. And unfortunately, Sir Anthony had some problems with the grip because of the rain, and so there were some wild pitches mixed in there. But I'm really proud of him for grinding through that, because he was having a lot of problems. But it all worked out in the end.
Okay, I'm going to go back over here on the left, middle.
Rob, you've been around a lot of great players in your coaching career. Getting to manage Bryce Harper and to have a moment where you need a big hit to send you to the World Series, and he's up. You're a $330 million man. How good, in your eyes, is Bryce Harper?
As good as it gets. I mean, he's proved to me over and over and over again that there's no moment that's too big for him. And he's come through so many times, and you just kind of expect it when he goes to the plate.
Okay, wait for the mic. We're going to go right down here in the front on the left. There you go.
My question is this: when you saw Bryce Harper coming up, what's going on your mind? I was just talking to John Milton. He said, look, he just wanted to get a ball in the gap. What's going through your mind? And do you get nervous in those situations like that?
No, because I don't have a bat in my hand, and so I can't do much about it. But what's going through my mind is just really give us a good at bat. That's all. And he usually does in those moments. And now he could hit that same ball that's just a little bit lower, and the center fielder runs it down. But if it's a good at bat, that's all. I mean, really, that's all you're looking for. You can't control it once it leaves the bat. So, yeah, that's really about it. And obviously, he got the right launch angle, and we're sitting here now.
Right. One final thing though, when this team was 22 and 29, what kind of a difference did you feel that you made with this team, because this team has played a lot better, or was it just maybe a combination of guys being injured, guys being hurt and coming back?
Yeah, I think
it's coming together.
I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I think, when we hit June, the schedule, no disrespect to anybody, but the schedule got a little bit easier once we hit June. May was a bear. And, guys were starting to come back, getting healthy. We won 8 in a row or something after June 2nd, starting at June 2nd. And, I think the confidence just grew, and we got that confidence back, and it just kind of steamrolled for us. And then we started getting guys back. Then we had some more injuries, but young kids stepped in. So you have to, I have to really congratulate our player development department, people in Lehigh Valley and in Reading that have given us these players that are ready to play here. They come here with a lot of energy and really good skill, and they know how to play the game. They play the game the right way, and they just added when we did have injuries, and it was really good.
Okay, we're going to take the last one right here in the front row.
You get, I think, till Fridays when the first game of the World Series. What will it mean to have 4 days off to get your guys together? The fact that you presumably are going back to Houston, and you just saw them a few weeks ago.
Don't presume that.
Okay.
Don't presume that.
Okay, don't presume. If you go into Houston, you just saw them, so it's not. Does
Yeah.
that help them much? You have guys who.
I think so, yeah. And we saw 3 other really good pitchers. We saw Verlander and Valdez and who was the other one, the right-hand curveball guy? Anyway, it doesn't matter. But it does help. It does help. And don't forget, I was on that 04 Yankee team that played Boston, so you never presume anything. You have to keep going.
Thanks a lot, Rob.